Stay tuned, we've got a really good collaboration project we're doing here with Fueling Motors. Hey everyone, it's Kurt from Lifestyle Cycles. We have a 2024 Low Rider ST right here that we're doing a collaboration build with Fueling. So the first step we've got to do is get this over to Mickey Cohen's and get some baseline pulls.
Well, I think it's a 24 Low Rider. It looks totally stock. We're just gonna make some base runs to get a zero feeling of a bone stock 117 Low Rider ST. And then we'll actually get some real numbers. No bullshit YouTube crap, some real numbers. And then we're gonna put some parts on it and make it really exciting.
All right, here we go. We just got off this bike. Ran a bone stock 2024 Low Rider ST. Stock pipe, stock cam, stock throttle body, right from the dealership. It's got like 40 miles on it or 25 miles on it, something like that. So nobody has touched it. It makes 90 horsepower and it makes 112 pounds of torque. So for all you guys that think these things make 130, you're wrong. So we're gonna see what comes off of this. It'll be fun.
All right guys, we're here today with our 2024 Low Rider ST. We did the dyno results the other day, and let me tell you, they were just horrible, garbage. But today we're gonna make that better. We've got the team up here from Fueling. We've got Harry, we've got Tony, we've got one of our mechanics here, Roger. We're gonna do some magnificent upgrades to this bike, get it back over to the dyno, and see what the differences are. Hey Harry, can you tell us what products we're gonna put into this bike to make it really rip?
For sure. We got our new 472 camshaft kit here. It's now CARB compliant, 50 state legal. And we got our air cleaner as well, BA series. This is also 50 state legal and CARB compliant. So great bolt-on performance parts that can be purchased right here in the store.
Okay, now if you're wondering what's happening right now, the guys are stripping the bike. There's a few things that have to come off: the gas tank, the exhaust, the air cleaner, drain the oil. So right now they're prepping it so they get ready to do the cam job on it. And I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna like this. It's gonna run amazing. It's gonna wake this bike up. So one of the questions we get asked every day is, what's the right cam for me? Now you guys now have 3 California approved cams that are all going to wake this bike up, and they're all a little bit different depending upon their riding style and the weight of their bike. Can you give me a little background on these cams?
Yeah, so the cam that we're putting in this bike is going to be our 472 camshaft. This is an extremely fun camshaft for these lightweight bikes. It will give you the power in the bottom and it'll carry extremely far in the RPM range. We also have our 465 camshaft for our baggers. It's going to really help pull that heavy bike off the line and also carry through the RPM. And then we have our 405, which is a step over our stock style camshaft. More of a fuel economy type of camshaft, but if you're looking for performance, 465 for the baggers. Even in these lightweight bikes, if you really want that torque, a 465 will help a lot. 472, and this one is going to be a very fun camshaft.
It's going to be broad range. It's going to be fun everywhere he rides this thing. On the freeway, twisties.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a kick everywhere.
Absolutely.
Now, the other question: do any of these cams require any head work? How's the valve lift and valve springs going to work?
These are all of our camshafts that are California compliant are a direct pull cam. No valve springs required. This is going to, there's not even going to be any kind of headwork that is needed. The only time that you'll have to worry about something is if you're getting real end of performance, extremely big cam lift and stuff like that. Now, these are a bolt-in, ready to go camshaft.
Perfect. Awesome. I can't wait to see the numbers on these.
All right, Tony, I see you got the rocker box off and the cam chest open. What's going on here? Where are we at?
So yeah, we are prepping, everything to get ready to install this cam chest. Obviously, we have to remove the rocker arms because what we do is we're going to be installing our solid fit push rods. This is something that we do recommend on the Milwaukee-Eight motors because there's a lot of pressure on the push rods from having a dual valve spring onto one rocker arm and one push rod. So we are getting close, and yeah.
Awesome. So what are we going to do in those rocker boxes up there as far as the breathers and stuff like that? We leave the stock plastic breathers in there, or do you guys have something cool?
We do. So actually on these plastic breathers here, one thing that is kind of funky about them is they are not a component. And the problem with that is, let's say you have a lot of blow-by going on with your engine and you have your filter saturated. The problem with that is you have to replace the entire component now. Now, at Fueling, we offer a billet aluminum breather, which is a serviceable component. Obviously, it's going to be in red with a lot of our Fueling components, but what you see here is a fully serviceable component. One of the things that you're going to find on this component compared to the factory one is that we do a taller tower here with a double O-ring to ensure that you're getting the proper sealage in the engine that you need. Also, you're going to find that we have these drain holes here in the bottom. That way, if you do have any kind of blow-by issues going on, this will actually allow it to drain other than going back into your intake runner and creating extra oil that could potentially travel to the top of your piston.
That's great. Looks like I have to take my M8 apart again and do some swappage. All right, as you guys can see, we've got the cam chest open up here. We've got the rocker boxes open up here. We're going to go over here and talk with Harry about the differences between the stock components versus the components we're going to put in here.
All right, guys, so I'll show you kind of a cross comparison here of some of the OEM stuff we're pulling out and some of our Go Fast performance stuff we're going to be throwing in. We'll start off with the camshaft. So here's your OEM camshaft. You can see nice little baby lobes here compared to our big boy performance camshaft. We got the OEM oil pump here. This is definitely a component you'll want to replace if you want to get better lubrication, more volume, cooler oil pressure temps, or cooler oil temperatures, and more oil volume. As you can tell, our gears are significantly thicker and larger in diameter. Not only that, but they hold a tighter tolerance tip to tip, so that's going to give you more pressure between the gerotor teeth here. Here's a little close-up on our billet oil pump here. You can tell it's got deeper kidneys for more scavenging volume as well as pressure volume. The cam plate. So this is what's distributing oil inside your engine case. You got oil feed into the cam plate, it comes back out, it feeds to the lifter bores through here and through the top end of your engine. One thing that's a big plus on our high flow cam plate is these ports going into the engine case and into the cam plate are actually matched to size, so you're not getting a bottleneck effect like you are with the OEM cam plate. So definitely a huge upgrade there. Our roller burnish and polish bores here are higher tolerance, so you're getting more oil pressure to the crankshaft via the pinion shaft. There's a little feed hole inside there, so more volume there as well.
All right, guys, the fun part. We're going to add some performance to this thing, and we're going to go have some fun on this thing. So one of the things that you want to do when you're installing this, Roger, so, as you can see, you're going to have to keep rocking it kind of a little bit, and you'll have to, pull it back a little bit. Yeah. Well, I think that looks a little bit better than the factory components. Nice bright red cam plate there. We've got a large lift camshaft in there. We're definitely going to have some fun on this thing.
All right, Tony, so I see you guys are starting to button everything up here. What all did we get done?
So as you can see here, we have our new cam plate. We have our new camshaft in there. This is a 472 camshaft. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be, you're going to see noticeable gains when you ride this thing. You're going to see a gain in throttle response. You're going to see gains in RPM across the board. This is going to be a very fun camshaft when you're out riding the canyons or on the highway or even stoplight to stoplight.
That's awesome. I can't wait. So let's go ahead and get this wrapped up so we can get it back over to the dyno. I want to see what these numbers really are.
Absolutely. It'll be fun.
Okay, so we just finished up the build. The guys from Fueling are absolutely amazing. So the next question is, what's next?
Well, next we're going to be taking it back to Mickey Cohen's to get this back on the dyno to see what the numbers are from this kit. Does anybody think, have any ideas what we're expecting?
I'm kind of hoping for, in the higher 90s. That'd be really impressive. Even DC 100 or something. But it's going to be an extremely fun camshaft. Direct bolting. We're looking at our 472. It's going to be fun. Canyons, highway, or around town.
So now you're going to take this thing out, we're going to fire it up, you're going to take it out, you're going to ride it, and you're going to come back and you're going to give us your opinion because you rode it before bone stock, and now we've got the fueling upgrade in it. We're going to see now another benchmark, and I'm excited to hear what it does. So why don't you grab your helmet, let's get it down off the lift, and let's see how she goes.
Perfect, let's make it happen.
Okay, so we just did the first dyno pull on this thing. Again, no tuning, bolt-in cam, no other changes. We went from 90 horsepower to 96.53. Now, that's pretty impressive. Torque went from 112 to 118. It's definitely on its way. How did it feel now? What was the throttle response? What's your thoughts on this?
I think this is a great bolt-in, and it's EPA compliant.
100% California approved. bolt in, it'll wake it up. Now, was the throttle response any different? How, what was the differences? You do this all day long.
It picks up quicker. It's a great improvement for just something really simple. You could literally just stick it in your garage and drive it around. You're not really modifying anything on top of anything. You're just making it better. So it has more torque, more horsepower. It's better off the bottom, and it actually has a good thumpy sound to it, even with stock pipes.
Yeah, no, I'm impressed. I know that you're always looking for maximum horsepower. You're a big motor guy, but this is a little bit different thing that we're doing. We're trying to show how someone can improve their bike without,
spending
breaking
10
the bank.
grand.
Yeah.
Well, I like the bigger motors because people have to buy more tires.
That's our Mickey Cohen for you, buddy. All right. Well, stay tuned. We're not done with this project. It's going to keep on going. This thing's going to keep getting better and better. Stay tuned to watch what we're doing. Lifestyle Cycles and Mickey Cohen Motorsports. Okay, so the next upgrade we're going to do, we're going to put a new fueling air cleaner system on it with a velocity stack, and we're going to be putting a Bassani exhaust. Now, again, that will not be California compliant. We're just going to do this to show the progression of horsepower and how this thing really wakes up. So the next step is going to be a big deal because this made a lot more horsepower and a lot more torque through a factory air cleaner and the worst possible exhaust you can possibly try to have.
It's not that bad. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. So today we're taking it a step farther. The gloves are coming off, and now we're going to make this thing really work. We're taking off this factory air cleaner, and we're going to be putting on the fueling high flow air cleaner kit. These things are badass. They come with a factory velocity stack inside. You really can't see it in there, but it's a velocity stack. And again, this is California approved. So this is cool. You can buy it anywhere in the United States. Lifestyle Cycles, you can buy Lifestyle Cycles, and this is going to be a great addition to it. Okay, but here's the real change we're going to make. Now, unfortunately, California, you can't buy this pipe. It's only available in 49 states. It's the Bassani Superbike pipe. It's the 1S78SS. This thing's going to be a badass pipe. It's going to change the sound, it's going to change the performance, it's going to change everything about it. Now, one other thing I want to mention, a lot of people have been commenting on this that we're calling the Softail a performance bagger. And you're right, it's not a touring bike, it's not a road glide, it's not a street glide, but it is a touring bike. From the factory, Harley-Davidson puts a fairing and bags which are not on the bike, but this is truly a touring bike. It's probably one of the most nimble, quickest touring bikes you're going to find out there. So for our purposes, we're calling the Low Rider ST a touring bike here, and we're about to put this on. So I'm going to guess we're going to take this thing from 96 to probably 112 horsepower or more. The torque's going to be in the 125 range. I'm excited to find out. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the pipe on it today. We're going to put the air cleaner on it today. We're not tuning it. We're doing nothing because advertised out of the box, the fueling camshaft kit is a bolt-in, do nothing, and it's going to wake your bike up. We've already done it. It's already proven itself. It's right on the money. They got it right the first time. Then we're going to put this on. We're going to see what it does. And then after that, we're going to tune the bike. So you're going to find out what it does right out of the factory, bone stock off the showroom. You know what it does with the camshaft upgrade from fueling. You're going to know what it does with the air cleaner upgrade, good exhaust, and you're going to find out what happens when you professionally tune a bike. Okay, so it's time. Let's get this thing up on a lift and let's get this thing done. We removed the stock exhaust and put on the Bassani 1S78SS. It's a stainless steel power pipe. This thing should make a lot of noise and a lot of horsepower. And the other great thing is we probably took 25 pounds off the bike because that thing weighed a ton. The other super cool thing is we put the fueling air cleaner on as a built-in velocity stack. And if you look inside this thing, it's just badass. This is probably one of the coolest air cleaners I've seen. Has a built-in velocity stack. This thing's got to make horsepower. So I'm real impressed with this thing. It's changed the whole look of this bike. What we're going to do now is we're going to start it up. We're going to hear it. I'm going to hear it for the first time. And then we're going to take it back to Mickey Cohen and get a dyno run. See what this thing does. Again, without tuning it. Just a fueling camshaft kit in it. The pipe, the air cleaner. And then we're going to tune it. So without waiting any longer, let's hear what this thing sounds like. Okay, everybody, the numbers don't lie. This is it. We started out originally We're at 90 horsepower. Actually, this says 91. Went to 96. Now we're at 102 horsepower, almost 103. And look at the torque. We're up to 123.7. It's climbing. And this is before Mickey Cohen, the man, the myth, the tuning legend, tunes this thing tomorrow. So we're about to find out what this thing's really going to do. Mickey, you called it before. You put it on the dyno. You said this thing's going to do 102 horsepower. You already knew it. What do you think it's going to be when you're done tuning this?
110.
You're going to get this thing to 110?
108 to 110.
Wow. So we're going to take this thing, and we haven't done, everybody puts pipes on their bike. Everybody does an air cleaner. We've done a real mild cam in this thing, and this thing's going from 90 to 110. That's huge. That's huge. And it's got a lot of throttle response. This thing, you can just hear the throttle response already, and it hasn't even started to wake up. It's a bigger deal. Everybody thinks horsepower is everything. It isn't. Throttle response, how this thing reacts to your hand when you twist the throttle, is everything. I'd rather have throttle response than all the horsepower in the world, because if it makes horsepower all the way at the end, you're never going to find it.
Build it to the rider's riding style, not some stupid number. More torque, more quickness.
This thing's already, this is a home run already. Everything we've done. Fueling, make claims, and I got to tell you what, their claims were 100%. I'm sold on the fueling products. They told us what this was going to do, and it's done everything they claimed. I'm sold.
Whoa, wait! Don't go anywhere until you like and subscribe to make sure you get notified every time we post our how-to videos, our product reviews, and all of our amazing interviews with your favorite racers and industry icons. I'll see you guys next time.